Hello, good afternoon. I want to explain to you about the continental drift theory. The continental drift is the Wegener's theory which established that the continents are moving, and before, about 250 million years ago, they were all together in a supercontinent called Pangaea. In 1912, Wegener based his theory in a few evidence. First, the continents fit in like a puzzle. As you can see, the east coast of South America is pretty similar to the west coast of Africa. Also, he saw that the Appalachian Mountains in North America were a rock formation that corresponds in structure, type, and age of rocks in the Little Atlas Mountain in Africa. On the other hand, he noticed that they have found the same type of fossils of plants and animals that were terrestrial and in different continents. For example, this species appeared in South America, Africa, and India. And according to Darwin, this can happen if they were apart by thousands of kilometers, which is the configuration we know we are today. The last and more inexplicable evidence is that in zones near to the equator, like the India, have records of ancient ice caps. Wegener suggests that all this can only happen if the continents move, and that could be due to the rotation of the Earth. No one believed him, because it's a crazy thing to think. Giant areas of rock that wake excuse me giant areas of rock that wake tons of mass can move without a reasonable mechanism. Years later, of Wegener's death, his theory took importance again. Because of the World War II, the technology advanced and the armies create the first maps of the ocean's beds with bathymetry. This technique provides so much new information. They discover big mountains range in the middle of the oceans that also have considerable amounts of flux heat just in the ocean floor. It's a difficult thing to imagine, but they are real and are called the mid-ocean ridge. Also, discovers that the age of the oceanic rocks increase when they move apart from this ridge. I mean, in this zone, you will find older rocks than here. What are the implications of this? That the ocean beds are expanding. Another essential factor that proved Wegener was right is the paleomagnetism. Let me draw your attention to the fact that magnetic minerals keep a record of the direction in which the magnetic field was going by the time they were created. So, with that, the scientists could reconstruct the direction in which the continents move and in what time this happened. So, to conclude, the evidence Wegener used and the new discoveries after the World War II are the basics to construct the plate tectonics theory we know and use today. Now, do you have any question? They respond or not? They ask me something or not? And can we pass to the question section? Could you please tell me the evidence Wegener used to sustain his theory? Why? And the other question is, why, years after Wegener's death, the scientists retook his theory if they have denied it? Thank you very much.